Obviously, we all know that science can't be like it is on television. So what's it really like? Dr. Morton helps train investigators in a special crime scene house, where rooms are set up to resemble real crime scenes. Teachers can observe the students working in the house. Dr. Morton explains some of the differences between the television version and reality.
The first thing that happens is a crime scene is sealed off and nobody enters. You think about where you're going to find the evidence and how you're going to go about the search. There are a lot of decisions to be made before you go in, and I haven't often seen that on television. Then you have to get kitted up, the protective suit, so that you don't leave any evidence from your own clothing or your own hair, your own DNA at the scene. So a mask, gloves, the whole suit. One of the big issues with television dramas generally is that one or two people do the work of maybe 40 professionals in the real world. And of course, none of those meet the suspect and ask questions. The other thing is the speed with which everything is resolved. It can take a long time to do a lot of the work in the lab and to do a lot of the police investigation.
Despite real forensic investigation being so different from the television version, one of the most remarkable things about the popularity of CSI is that the shows are influencing real life in a number of ways, both good and bad. This has become known as the CSI effect. One positive outcome is that more people want to study science in college.
The CSI effect isn't just about the law, about the legal system. It's also changed the way the education system works in many ways, because lots of people want to take degrees in forensic science. So the CSI effect is widespread. And it is sort of changing the way that we think about how science fits into our culture.
But there are problems too, because real life and TV drama are not one and the same. And there's some evidence that the CSI effect might be influencing the way people behave when they're on a jury.
What they expect when they go serve on a jury is that criminal investigations will work the same in real life as they do on TV. And there's been many interviews with lawyers who are very, very worried about this.
And as a forensic scientist, Carolyn has concerns about the CSI effect.
I think the biggest negative is that people expect too much. They expect the police to solve crimes very, very quickly, to always find perfect evidence. They expect the evidence to prove guilt and prove what happened. And dramas are always starting with the ending known, and you work a story towards that end. Real situations start with the ending unknown. You start not knowing who the offender was, not knowing if you will find them.
Like Sherlock Holmes before them, the fictional characters of CSI have captured the imagination of the public, who still love murder mysteries. And who knows, maybe 100 years from now, people will still be watching CSI too.